I'm in a field and it's like wheat, or maybe not wheat. It's not like a crop or something. It's just like wild grass or something. But it's maybe almost waist height. Like it's sort of overgrown and like thick, but not thick enough that you can't easily walk through it and even run through it. It's like, running through it's possible. And I can see off, like in the distance, looking in front of me. I can see like on the very horizon. It's like almost in like you can only just sort of make it out. This grey sort of like silhouette, and but somehow I know it's a giant castle, and it's also my destination. It's like sort of the first moments of the dream. It's like I just pop into existence in this field. There's a castle in the distance, and I know I'm meant to be heading there. So I start like walking, and it's like really far away. Like I can't even guess how many miles. Like I don't even know how far like the human eye can see, but it's like super far. I know I've got like ages to go. So I'm like, well, walking's taking too long, so I just start running, and I'm running and running and running and running, and like I'm making progress. Like I'm running as fast as I would in real life. I'm sort of like I've ran for maybe half a mile or something like that before I start to see like something else coming up on the horizon, but much closer. Like this isn't, if you think about it, it's not like a perfectly flat plain. It's almost like hillish. So like there can be things that are obscured from like my sight essentially. And yeah, as I come up over like a mound or like whatever, I start to see this other thing that's much closer, and I'm getting close to it actually really fast. To the point where like I'm almost at it, and so I slow down to like sort of a walk type pace because it's a person standing there, and it's like this. I don't know. The word crone is right, like witch. No, maybe not a witch. I don't know if she was a witch. Not like she had a wand or something, but just sort of like a mean-looking old lady type thing, like. Sort of like the crazy cat lady from The Simpsons, if you're familiar with The Simpsons. Um, yeah, and she was just like, she just looked like not evil, but she didn't look like she was there to give good advice. And as I'm walking up to her, I'm sort of like, staring at her, but like not walking towards her, but still walking forwards towards the castle type thing. And she's like, looking, just staring at me essentially, and we're almost like level with each other as I'm going past her, and she like points at me, like I don't know why, just to be creepy, I guess, but like she points at me and says, "Give up. The only way you'll get there is if you give up." And I'm like, "That's." I mean, I didn't say anything to her. I don't think. I think I just like sort of looked at her and just kept going. But I was thinking to myself, "That's retarded. That makes no sense. You can't get somewhere by giving up. Like if I stop right now, the castle is still just as far away. That's so dumb." And so I keep like I start running again. She's like she just stays standing where she is, and keep running. I'm looking forward. It's like I'm not actually getting any closer though. Like I feel like I'm like the castle just keeps. It feels like it's almost still just as far away, no matter how much I keep running. And I start looking back, and the old lady's getting further and further away. So, like, I know I'm still progressing forwards. And then after a while, I come across her again. Like, pretty much this, like, at first I don't realize. I think it's like another person. But as I get closer, it's the same fucking crone. And I'm like, what is going on here? Like, how did how did you get in front of that? This doesn't make sense. And like, my brain was almost breaking from like, just how did you get here? Like I'm thinking sort of like I'm being tricked or something. And like I don't say anything to her. I just sort of like walk past, like I guess with shock on my face or something, like because I felt like my jaw was on the floor. I was just like truly confused. And she says the same thing to me, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like this is it's ridiculous advice. This is ridiculous. I've come across her again. Like, I'm just thinking how, like, this is ridiculous. And it happens like 4 or 5 more times. And like, at this point, I'm starting to get like angry. Like, I'm not feeling like getting violent towards her every time I run past her, but like, I'm feeling more inclined towards violence each time I run past. But not that I don't think I would have like attacked her, but like, well, I mean, yeah. Actually, I don't know. I'm not going to think about it. But anyway, yeah. So I'm getting more and more pissed off because I'm not getting anywhere. I actually keep running past her. The same shit keeps happening, and I'm just like, all right, now that I'm getting angrier until it, I don't know, just defeated me. I was just like, this is fucking stupid. I give up. And as soon as I said it, I was like in this giant castle hall, people like around this, like, I don't know, it looked like some sort of medieval sort of like giant long table thing, kind of like out of, I don't know, like Robin Hood style movies and stuff, I guess, like that sort of stereotypical, I guess, English castle sort of thing with a big feast hall or something along those lines. And yeah, there's like, giant legs of meat and fruit and like there's a giant spread on. And just the noise, like everyone's like chatting and laughing and, there's people like, hitting their goblets together or whatever. Like, it's a party, essentially. And yeah, so like I don't even think I grab a piece of food or anything before I wake up.